We back. I know it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Got a lot to talk about today. Got a lot to talk about today, man. Let's get right into it, man. Y'all see the title, man. With Josh getting OKC Thunder be pushed out in favor of the Magic? I think so. That Josh Giddey controversy, that will damage OKC's perception in the media, bro. Ain't nobody trying to get behind OKC no more. JJ Redick, watch all this. He interviewing Jalen Williams. He interviewing Chet. Well, I don't know if he interviewed Chet, but he interviewed Jalen Williams. He's talking up the OKC Thunder like a mug, man. Everybody is. Everybody in the media. The OKC Thunder was the media darlings of the NBA. This Josh Giddey shit is gonna push them out of favor, bro. And it's crazy. OKC Thunder, perfect storm. The Orlando Magic are on the rise, man. The Orlando Magic have beaten the Bucks. They beaten the Nuggets. They beaten the Celtics. They coming, man. And I've been saying this all along, bro. Thunder got too many holes for me to project them as just a top tier contender. I get they got their draft picks and all that, but the Uzman pick, like I said when it happened, it will come back and haunt them, man. They could have got a traditional big, either Mark Williams or Jalen Duren, and they would have. Just think about this: Chet, Jalen Williams, Jalen Duren to go along with SGA, Gideon Dort. That would have been perfect, bro. But Sam Presti got cute. He got Uzman Jane, and now they're getting out rebounded and they're getting killed in the paint. Let's just keep it a buck. And they can't beat the best teams in the West. That's another thing we're not talking about with OKC Thunder. Who are the best teams in the West? The Nuggets, the Timberwolves, big teams. The Lakers. These are big teams. OKC do not match up well with them. We seen what happened when OKC played Minnesota in the play-in. I get Chet wasn't there, but they got killed in the paint. They got killed on the boards. They just played Philly the other day. I'm going to get into that later. Killed in the paint, killed on the boards, bro. It is what it is. And then on the flip side, you look at the Orlando Magic, a top 10 defense. They got size everywhere. They got two bona fide stars, big stars. They're two best players, both over 6'9", bro. The difference between OKC and the Magic is Shea. Shea is a bona fide top 10 player. I'm not taking nothing away from SGA. I love SGA. I love his game. But the Orlando Magic are more built to win in playoff basketball than the Oklahoma City Thunder. There, I said it. Yes, Oklahoma City Thunder is the media darling right now. They are. Let's keep it a buck. Chet more hype than Paolo. Chet ain't never been better than Paolo. Let's just keep it a buck. It is what it is. Franz Wagner is the best player out of the 21 draft class, man. He better than Cade. He better than Scotty. He better than Mobley. I don't care what nobody say. The Orlando Magic got the two best players from their draft classes, man. They do. Franz Wagner was the best player in his draft class. Paolo the best player in his draft class. They got them both. They play off each other well. They both can play defense. Both can rebound. Both can play make. Both can score. Both can get to the line, get to the paint. Bro, say, dog, this is the perfect storm for OKC. They finna fall off in terms of perception of being the best young team in the NBA because they not. And then ain't nobody gonna want to talk about them because of the Josh Giddey underage girl situation. And I'm not gonna blame nobody, and I definitely didn't see that coming. But I told y'all the Magic was the best young team in the league. I've been saying it, man. When they beat the Celtics last year, they beat the Heat last year, they beat the 76ers last year. And they was injured, bro. The Magic had injury concerns last year, and they two best players was a first and second year guy. They had some great wins last year. Go look at some of them wins from the Magic had last year, man. Yeah, they just keep it a buck, bro. Paolo's 4-1. 4-1 against the Celtics, bro. The best team in the East probably in the last 7 years. Like in a 7-year run, the Celtics have been the best team in the East, bro. I'm just keeping the buck, bro. I think Paolo's at 24, 6-4, 45, 52, 77 versus the Celtics. 4-1. He's 4-1. Like, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. I just think the perfect storm has hit OKC. The perfect storm. You got the Josh Giddey situation, and then you got the rise of the Magic. Watch how the media switch up on OKC. Watch how the media switch up on OKC. I named the title of this show, Age is Most Definitely More Than a Number. And I say that to say this. Let's look at the old guard, bro. Let's look at the old guard. Now, this is crazy. And when I say the old guard, I'm talking about LeBron, KD, Steph, and Kawhi. LeBron, KD, Steph, and Kawhi. That's the old guard, in my opinion. NBA 75 players, Hall of Famers, Finals MVPs. Kawhi don't got an MVP, but he's a Finals MVP, champion, NBA 75. So Phoenix is 10-6. The Lakers are 10-7. Golden State is 8-9. Clippers are 6-8. Combined, they're 34-30, man. They're 34-30, bro. I'm not gonna say it's over with for them, but it's over with for them. The top records in the NBA are the Celtics, Minnesota, the Thunder, and Orlando. That's not exactly the order. I'm gonna pull up the order. It's Boston, the 5 best records in the NBA right now. Boston, Minnesota, Orlando, OKC, and Milwaukee. Then you got Philadelphia, Dallas, Phoenix, Denver, and New York. And then the Pacers, Sacramento. You catch my drift. Kevin Durant's the only team in the top 10 out of the old guard, bro. The NBA has passed them dudes by. For all y'all that want them to go to the Olympics and say, man, we better blend in our roster, bro. We better have some of these young guys on our roster, bro. Because if you just want to throw Steph, Bron, KD, say, man, hey, it is what it is. That old guard, bro, 34-30, bro. Kevin Durant and the Suns are the only team in the top 10 after old guard. Just keeping it up. So, and hey, Kevin Durant has been playing the best basketball too. They all been playing good basketball. I think Kawhi is definitely at the bottom of the list in terms of the old guard, in terms of individual performance. But Kevin Durant said, my boy hooping, man. He's 35 years old, 31, 76 on 53, 52, 89. 15 games played. The only he's a percentage point away from being in 50, 50, 90. But y'all not gonna give KD his credit. Y'all not gonna give KD his credit. It is what it is. Steph has been playing amazing. 35 years old, 35-4 on 48, 44, 94 splits. LeBron, 38 years old. He's crazy, bro. What LeBron doing is crazy. AD should be ashamed of himself, but it is what it is. LeBron is 26, 8, and 7 on 58, 41, and 67 shooting splits. Kawhi, 32 years old. He's the youngest on this list, and he's regressed the most. 21, 5, and 4 on 47, 39, 81. That's still good. He played 14 games. So that's still good. But Kevin Durant is most definitely the best player in the old guard, bro. He is, man. He is, man. They done beat the Warriors twice. He has lost to the Lakers. They lost to the Lakers. And the crazy thing is LeBron has lost to the Warriors twice. It's just weird. It's funky. And he's beaten the Clippers. Clippers is most definitely the worst team out of the old guard. Yeah, Cleveland's most definitely the worst team out of the old guard. But Phoenix 10-6, Lakers 10-7, Golden State 8-9, Clippers 6-8. But we not finna sit here and act like Kevin Durant is not the best player in the old guard, bro. Kevin Durant is the best player in the old guard currently playing right now. He's almost 50, 50, 90. He's almost 50, 50, 90, fam. We just gotta keep it above. But them being a combined 34-30, is absolutely, yeah. I just didn't expect this, bro. Boston, Minnesota, Orlando, OKC, Milwaukee. Those are the 5 best records in the NBA. You got Boston with Tatum. You got Minnesota with Ant. Orlando with Paolo from OKC with SGA. Milwaukee, of course, with Giannis. Philly, Joel Embiid. Man. But that top 5, everybody under 30. They best players are all under 30. Age is most definitely more than a number, bro. And it just is what it is. Yeah. Age is most definitely more than a number, man. People can say they can poo-poo Kevin Durant all they want, but Kevin Durant has been playing the best basketball out of the old guard. He has, bro. Not by much, but it don't got to be by much. He doing it. Now, this is what I want to get into, my Monday to Sunday watch list. Get ready. I'm going to list my takeaways. So, just bear with me for a second while I pull up the games I was talking about. Yeah. So first I had Knicks and Timberwolves for Monday. Then I had the Pacers and Hawks for Tuesday. 76ers and T-Wolves supposed to be on Wednesday, but Embiid ducked. And we ducked. Friday, the Celtics and the Magic. Saturday, 76ers Thunder. I'll be giving all my thoughts on them. So let's start with the Knicks and Timberwolves on Monday. Yeah, I wanted to watch this game mainly because both teams were big. Both teams were big. We done seen Minnesota beat the Nuggets. We seen Minnesota beat the Celtics already. This was just, let me see what Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves can do against a well-coached, big defensive team like the Knicks. And it was very interesting, man. It was very interesting because I was watching the rebounding battle. I was watching the points in the paint battle, and I was tracking percentages. Bro, Minnesota, they held the New York Knicks to 35% from the field, 24% from 3. They won the defensive rebounding, even though the Knicks won the offensive rebounding, and the Timberwolves won the points in the paint. Anthony Edwards came alive in that second half as well. So I was watching for just what Minnesota would do against a tough, defensive-minded big team like them. And they low-key handled the Knicks, bro. They low-key handled the Knicks, man. Yeah, they handled them. There's nothing else I can say. That was a really good win for the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves, as it stands now, is the best team in the NBA. I think Anthony Edwards, Carl Towns, Rudy Gobert played amazing too. Rudy Gobert was perfect from the field. Rudy Gobert was perfect from the field against the Knicks, and that shit it mattered. Carl Anthony Towns was in foul trouble, but he still had his moments. I think he was like 60%. He was like 6-10. He was still hitting shots here and there. He did a good job on Julius Randle too. He did a pretty good job on Julius Randle. Julius Randle just wasn't getting anything he wanted, and I definitely feel like Carl Anthony Towns outplayed Julius Randle. But those are my takeaways from Knicks versus Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have showed us they can beat big teams. They showed us they can beat small teams. They got a matchup with OKC coming up this week, and I'm definitely into that because we all know what the Timberwolves did to OKC in the play-in last year. So that's the game I'm watching for. Tuesday, I had Pacers versus Hawks, and this was an offense. This was an offensive game. I knew it was gonna be like that coming in, but Tyrese Halliburton has been getting a lot of hype. He's been getting a lot of hype. So going into this game, I just wanted to see I just wanted to see how would he handle the best point of attack defender, where one of the best point of attack defenders at the point guard position in DeJounte Murray, and could he match Trae Young offensively? So it was Tyrese Halliburton versus Murray defensively, and Tyrese Halliburton versus Trae Young offensively. That's what I was watching for. And DeJounte Murray had a good game. Trae had a good game. But Tyrese Halliburton, he absolutely turned into a monster in that third quarter. Like, it's just nothing they can do with him. I think that it was a rotation thing. I didn't like how I'm a fan of mirroring when it comes to put my best defender on a best offensive player, especially when the Pacers don't really have too much perimeter creation in that backcourt. I know Buddy Hield went crazy in the fourth, but I would have liked for Quinn Snyder to have mirrored DeJounte Murray with Tyrese Halliburton, because when Trae was out there by himself and he had to go against Halliburton, or who was they putting on Halliburton? I think like Bogdanovich and those guys like that. They can't guard. They can't guard Tyrese. Tyrese started killing them. I think when Murray was in the game, he struggled a little bit more. But when Murray was out the game and Halliburton was on the court, he was killing them dudes in that third quarter. So I would have liked to see Quinn Snyder mirror DeJounte Murray and Halliburton. I wish more coaches would mirror more. But it is what it is. But hey, don't sleep on Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield went crazy in that fourth quarter. And DeAndre Hunter got benched. Jalen Johnson had a good game. But DeAndre Hunter getting benched for Sadiq Bey, that's something to watch for. And DeJounte Murray, his end of the game layup attempt when they was down 3. He forced the layup that he didn't even make, so they made it look even worse. But yeah, I don't know what went on at the end of that game. But that was just an offensive game, man. So I was impressed by Halliburton, but it was some things that the Hawks could have done. Oh, the trapping. Say, man, how the Pacers started to trap and blitz Trae Young, he got very frustrated, bro. He got very frustrated. So I did like what I seen there. That was some very good defensive strategy by Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle is the most underrated coach in the NBA, dog. He right there with Spoelstra, in my opinion, in terms of just getting the most out of what he has. Rick Carlisle, to me, is the most underrated coach in the NBA. But what he doing with this Indiana Pacers team, bro, look at the Pacers roster, bro. Tyrese Halliburton ain't really no number one option, fam. I don't care what nobody say. He can be an offensive hub or whatever they be saying like that. Like, he could be an offensive engine. But his shot too funky for him to be a true number one option, in my opinion. He don't have blow by speed. He don't finish at the rim just super great. I think he probably do, but I test. He can't be no number one option, in my opinion. And they don't have a solidified number 2 or 3. They just got guys that fill in. So what Rick Carlisle doing with the Pacers roster, bro, commendable. Wednesday, with my Wednesday watch list, I had the 76ers and Timberwolves, man. I wanted to see the Timberwolves, what they would do against Joel Embiid. I wanted to see Maxey versus Ant. I wanted to see Gobert and Towns versus Embiid. Embiid ducked. He told me he had hip soreness. Say, dog, you ducked. He ducked. Joel Embiid ducked the Minnesota Timberwolves, bro. He ducked them. To me, in my opinion, those are the 2 best teams in the NBA. Joel Embiid ducked, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Joel Embiid got a history of ducking in these regular season games. Nobody called him out. I'm calling him out. Joel Embiid on Wednesday, he ducked the Minnesota Timberwolves because he didn't want to go against their size, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. He played Jokic once, and then he ducked on the next time last year. Like, Joel Embiid will duck. I'm interested to see if he'll end up ducking the next Milwaukee Buck matchup. I'm for real. So I ended up watching the Nuggets and the Magic. This was a great game, bro. This was a great game. And the takeaways from Nuggets and Magic were this is a game on Wednesday. The Magic got the best bench in the NBA. The Magic bench scored 62 points. And the Magic scored 60 points in the paint. You really can't do nothing with Jokic. You really can't. Let's just keep it a buck. Ain't no stopping Jokic. I think Jokic damn near had a 30-point triple-double, like always. But what the Magic did do, especially in that second half, Franz realized they can't protect the rim. Franz was very passive in the first half. In the second half, he was going straight at Jokic. He was going straight to the paint. He's going straight to the paint. Franz Wagner started attacking the paint in that second half, bro. And it started to look like Franz Wagner is a second half player. But say, bro, this Magic team is for real, bro. And they showed me a lot on Wednesday, especially their bench, especially when they got them 60 points in the paint, when they realized that the Nuggets have no rim protection. So that was something that definitely stood out to me. And I just wanted to see how the Magic handled the experience of a Denver Nuggets team. They just won a championship and they just know how to play together. And the Magic are a young team. I wanted to see how they would just respond to that. And they responded well, bro. They responded well. Friday, it was no games on Thursday. So the Friday game that I ended up watching, it was definitely the Celtics and the Magic. I watched this because Paolo was 3-1 against the Celtics going in to this game. 3-1. Yes. He had a winning record against one of the best team in his conference over the last 5 to 7 years. So they proved it definitely wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a fluke, bro. The Magic got the Celtics number, bro. It's not a fluke. The biggest takeaway too was Jaylen. Jaylen Brown is not. He's not what I thought he was, man. He's not what I thought he was. Yeah. Jaylen Brown, dog. Hey man, you gotta do better. He had a hell of a first half, and the Magic struggled in the first half. Jaylen Brown was cooking them, and Jamal Mosley. Don't ever this to Jamal Mosley. Say, dog, this to you, Jamal Mosley. Don't ever put Jalen Suggs on Jason Tatum ever again, bro. Don't do that. That shit was stupid, dog. You got Franz Wagner, you got Paolo, you got Isaac, you got even Ingles. But you got so many other people, so many other options to put on Jason Tatum. Why would you put Jalen Suggs on Tatum? That just was not, bro. Tatum, Jalen Suggs is a great defender. Don't get me wrong, but Tatum too damn big, bro. That shit almost sunk the game at the beginning of the game. I was so disappointed. Jamal Mosley putting Suggs on Tatum. He's trying to get too cute. Don't do that no more, man. But Franz Wagner and Jonathan Isaac did a great job on Tatum. I think those dudes end up going 13 for 38. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown combined for 13 for 38 from the field. So, yeah. It was another great bench game. Mo Wagner went off. Cole Anthony had his moments. They combined for 57 points. 57 bench points. 57 bench points. Magic, I said it once, I said it again. The Orlando Magic had the best bench in the NBA. These back-to-back games. Nuggets, 62 bench points. And against the Celtics, 57 bench points. Yeah. And, it is what it is, dog. I think the Orlando Magic is a top 5 team in basketball right now, bro. They are. Those were convincing wins against the Nuggets and against the Celtics. You could say the Nuggets got injuries to Jamal Murray, but man, the Magic got injuries to Markelle Fultz and Wendell Carter, 2 starters. You say the same thing, no Drew Holiday. Don't care. Saturday. I want to see 76ers versus Thunder. Just pretty much the Thunder showed me they are exactly who I thought they were. I was tracking this game because I wanted to see how the Thunder would do against Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid damn near had a 35-point triple-double, and he was in foul trouble. They couldn't do nothing with him, bro. And he was even taking tough middies, and he wasn't living in the paint, and he still just almost had a 40-point triple-double with limited playing time. They out-rebounded the Thunder by 11, and they beat them in the points in the paint battle by 12. So, and the score is a lot closer than what the game really said. If you watch that game, the 76ers came out smacking OKC, and they was pulling off on them later on in the game, and then just OKC ended it close. And hey, bro, when we go talk about Embiid and Maxey being a top 5 duo in the league, the only 2 players on the same team that are in the top 10 in scoring. I'm just saying. I think Embiid is leading in scoring and Maxey is 10th in scoring. Yeah, so yeah, Thunder still have problems, points in the paint, rebounding against bigger teams. They can't beat bigger teams, bro. OKC can't beat bigger teams, bro. My Sunday game, Hawks versus Celtics. So I'm gonna give y'all a recap on that next week. I'm just interested in this game because I just want to see because the Hawks was giving trouble to the Celtics last year in the playoffs towards the end of that run. And damn, excuse me, my nose, bro. I don't know what the hell started happening. Drink a little bit more of this coffee. But the Hawks, they was playing good against the Celtics in last year's playoffs towards the end of that series. And I just want to see what the vibe go look like this season. The Hawks are the bigger team. I want to see if they go use that to their advantage. I do think the Celtics have good defensive guards to put on Trey and DeJounte Murray. I want to see what Jalen Johnson does. I'm very interested in what Jalen Johnson does. And I'm monitoring DeAndre Hunter's minutes. I want to see how many minutes he gets to actually play. Okay. My new Monday to Sunday watch list. I got Lakers versus 76ers, AD versus Embiid. I want to see it. Tuesday, I got Bucks versus Heat. The Heat been playing really good basketball. They just had a tough loss to the Knicks after the Knicks came back from all them points down. But I want to see what they look like against this Bucks team again. Clippers versus Kings on Wednesday. Last year they had an instant classic when I think it was like 140 something to 140 something overtime game. So I want to see Clippers versus Kings. They both kind of in the same tier right now record wise. So I want to see that. Thursday, Pacers versus Heat. I want to see what the Indiana Pacers offense looks like against that Heat defense and that coaching. I just want to see it. I just want to see Halliburton against these good teams that are seasoned, and I want to see how he responds. Friday, you got the Nuggets versus Suns. Nuggets kind of going down, Suns kind of going up. They're going to meet crescendo. I want to see what it's going to look like. And I just want to see what the Suns what are they going to do against Nurkic? Saturday, you got Thunder versus Mavericks, 2 small ball teams. Thunder played very well against Dallas all last year, so I want to see what changes, see if Thunder still can possibly beat the Mavericks because the Mavericks are right there in the standings. They pretty much got the same record. I think OKC is a little bit ahead of them since the Mavericks lost to the Clippers, but I want to see that matchup. I want to see SGA versus Luka. I want to see it. Kyrie versus, but we go see, man. That's my new Monday to Sunday watch list. So yeah. Yeah. On to college basketball. Say that. I've been slacking like a mug on college basketball. I'm finna pick it up. It's a lot of prospects because this draft class going into the NBA, it's unpredictable. I don't know who the best player in it. I don't know who's gonna be where. So it's like I don't know. But I'm just watching. These are my games that I'm focusing on this week, and then I'm gonna make it a habit to watch. Not a habit. I'm gonna make it a priority to watch. So Tuesday, you got number 10 Miami versus Kentucky. I think Miami is the most underrated team in college basketball. I think Norchad Omer is an NBA player. Ooh, excuse me. I think Norchad Omer is an NBA player. I think Wooga Poplar could potentially be an NBA player. I think AJ Casey, he was a top player coming out of Whitney Young in high school. I think he's a solid big coming off the bench. Nigel Pack is one of the best guards in college basketball. It's the reason why they paid all their money to go get him. Did I say Wooga Poplar? I think Wooga Poplar could potentially be in the NBA. Beasley Joseph is pretty good. Matthew Cleveland. I think Matthew Cleveland was a big addition for them. He brings versatility. So I definitely want to see what they look like against Kentucky and all their guards. Like it's a small ball matchup. Miami versus Kentucky. Kentucky guards have been very impressive, bro. Rob Dillingham's kind of been quiet in me. I thought Rob Dillingham was not gonna be good in college basketball. I didn't think it was gonna be enough spacing, but I'm clearly wrong. DJ Wagner just coming off one of his better games. So There is that. Wednesday, you got Duke versus Arkansas. Duke, I'm kind of really Tyrese Proctor and Mark Mitchell. Tyrese Proctor, say dog, just he got to get more aggressive. He got to learn to go left. Mark Mitchell got to work on his decision making and not just dribbling with his head down and through traffic. I thought Duke was the best team in the country. I just don't know anymore. I definitely think they're a top 10 team, but they go definitely get tested against Arkansas. Arkansas is another tough team, and it's going to be a toughness game. Duke is more skilled than Arkansas, but is Arkansas going to be tougher than Duke? So I think this is just a matchup to watch. I'm watching for Duke's toughness. Then on that same day, Wednesday, you got Tennessee versus North Carolina. I just want to see it. Tennessee is real. Dalton Knecht is real. I'm interested to see what Dalton Knecht NBA draft buzz gonna be like. I love Zakai Ziegler. I love Santiago Vescovi. So, yeah, Tennessee versus North Carolina. You know, North Carolina still got they still got Baycott. They still got RJ Davis. They got Elliot Cadeau now. So I'm watching that matchup. Zakai Ziegler versus Elliot Cadeau. I want to see how Elliot Cadeau handles the experienced backcourt of Tennessee. Friday, we got Kansas versus UConn. I'm expecting UConn to expose Kansas, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm expecting UConn to expose Kansas. I do not think Kansas is the number one team in the nation. I'm recording this on Sunday at 10 o'clock, so maybe the rankings will change. But Purdue is way better than Kansas. UConn is way better than Kansas, in my opinion. So Kansas, I feel like Kansas is finna get exposed with UConn. I don't think it's gonna be as close as people might think. I do not think Kansas is gonna be as close as people might think. I think UConn is gonna handle Kansas on Friday. Saturday, you got Gonzaga versus USC. I want to see Isaiah Collier versus Nembhard. I want to see it. I just want to see it. It's a backcourt battle. That's what I'm watching. And, they got Isaiah Collier. Damn, excuse me. Damn. All this damn talking. But they got Isaiah Collier as the best point guard in the draft. I think Stephon Castle really might be the best point guard in the draft, but we haven't seen him. He's been hurt. So Isaiah Collier, we go see what he can do against Nembhard. And, yeah, we just go see. Those are the games I'm watching. So you got Miami, Kentucky on Tuesday. You got Duke versus Arkansas on Wednesdays. Tennessee versus North Carolina on Wednesday. Kansas versus UConn on Friday. Gonzaga versus USC on Saturday. In my picks, I'm picking Miami to beat Kentucky. I'm picking Duke to beat Arkansas. I'm picking Tennessee to beat North Carolina. Am I? Yeah, I trust Tennessee more, even though I think North Carolina and Baycott can get them problems. So I wouldn't be surprised if North Carolina win, but I'm picking Tennessee. I'm picking a UConn to win against Kansas by at least 8 points, 8 to 10, 8 to 15 points, bro. I think UConn is going to beat Kansas about 8 to 15 points, bro. It just is what it is. I think Kansas are frauds. I think they frauds, bro. I do not believe in Hunter Dickinson, bro. I don't. Gonzaga, I'm picking Gonzaga to beat USC. I just think they're the better coach team. I think USC has some struggles. I don't know about Boogie Ellis's health, even though I know he's back. And I just think Nembhard is one of the better guards in the country, and it's going to be a guard-oriented game. So I'm picking Gonzaga. So those are my thoughts on college basketball this week. And it's time for me to transition into high school basketball, bro. High school basketball. See, on Thursday, you got Montverde versus IMG. I want to see it, bro. Montverde is the best team in high school basketball. It's not even close. It ain't close, fam. It ain't close. I done seen Montverde play this year. I done seen Link play this year. Link number 2. Montverde number 1. Between them two teams is not close. The gap between number 1 and number 2 in the top high school basketball teams in the nation, it's not close. But IMG is ranked number 5. Montverde ranked number 1. They play Thursday. at 6 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. I'm very interested in that game because ING always gives Montverde a run for their money, going all the way back to when the NIBC first started with Keontae George and them boys. So I'm definitely watching this game. I just want to see what Cooper Flagg does. I think Cooper Flagg is by far the best high school prospect since goddamn LeBron for sure. He is the best high school prospect. And it's not because, he can go get you 40. It's because he's going to be on a winning team. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Cooper Flagg goes to an NBA team and they instantly make the playoffs, like a top 6 seed. He's that good and he brings that much to basketball. He brings that much to basketball, bro. It's not just about scoring. It's not just about shooting dunks and all that. Cooper Flagg is the most polished prospect I've ever seen, bro, in terms of being a complete basketball player. The only thing you want him to be more aggressive scoring wise. But that he doesn't need to impact the game. He impacts the game like a Kawhi Leonard, a Andre Iguodala, a Trevor Ariza. I think that's, in my opinion, Cooper Flagg, he could be a Kawhi Leonard type of player. He could. I feel like he's going to develop that type of mid-range game. I feel like he's going to develop that type of assassin-like shooting ability, bro. Cooper Flagg can really shoot. Cooper Flagg can really play in transition. Cooper Flagg to me is the best prospect since LeBron for real. And I think I ain't go cap. I think Cooper Flagg a better prospect than Victor Wembanyama. There, I said it. I think Cooper Flagg is a better prospect than Victor Wembanyama. I think Cooper Flagg is Kawhi Leonard offensively mixed with Andre Iguodala. Now, he might not reach the level offensively of Kawhi Leonard, but I feel like he's going to have that type of game, the mid-range game. I feel like the jump shooting game. But then I feel like he's more athletic and he's taller than Kawhi. And I feel like he's going to be more disruptive and better overall defender than Kawhi. But I feel like Kawhi has better offensive package. But I'm just saying that as of now. Cooper Flagg is a senior, but he really supposed to be a junior, dog. Yeah. Yeah. So I will say that. I think Cooper Flagg is a better high school prospect than Wembanyama. And I'm just gonna be very excited to keep watching Cooper Flagg throughout this year. So yeah, they got IMG top 5 team on ESPN Plus, 6 p.m. Central Time. So watch out for Cooper Flagg. I think he's Kawhi Leonard mixed with Andre Iguodala. He's Kawhi Leonard light on offense, and he's Andre Iguodala 2.0 on defense. That's what I think of Cooper Flagg. But yeah, that pretty much concludes this episode of Diddyknowsball. Say, man, y'all get any comments. What y'all feeling, dog? What y'all feeling like? What y'all feeling like? How y'all feel about this episode? What would y'all like to see me cover? I'm probably gonna start covering women's basketball. I should have said something about Angel Reese, but yeah. But yeah, man, it's your boy Diddyknowsball. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.